podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.
PNR.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Spanning the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is Subject Cinema's Avengers Endgame MCU Countdown.
You know how they always say it ain't over till the fat lady sings?
What exactly are you getting at?
I think the whole damn opera house is empty right now, don't you?
Yeah, I do too.
Welcome to the final installment of the Subject Cinema MCU Countdown, Avengers Endgame MCU Countdown. I'm TC Kirkham.
I'm Kim Brown.
It is Sunday, April 28th, 2018. Avengers Endgame opened wide on Friday.
Yes.
It was in previews on Thursday.
Yes.
Has been playing around the clock in a lot of cities.
Around the world.
Well, yeah, but not around the clock, around the world.
Oh.
In all kinds of cities. And it is now official. And who was right?
You.
I was right.
Yes, you
all
were.
These critics last week that was saying, oh, it'll never... there's no possible way for that to happen. They were coming up with all these scientific models that showed it would take this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? All it took was Marvel fans.
Yep.
According to BoxOffice.com this morning, the final estimate for the weekend, Avengers Endgame will bring in upwards of $350 million in the U.S. alone.
Yes.
And $1.2 billion, that's with a B, worldwide, thanks to China's 360-some million.
Yes.
So,
you were right. You were absolutely 110% right.
And I started saying that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I just had a feeling.
You did. And to all the people that said, oh, it'll never get there, blah, 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 all the naysayers, all the doubters, all the haters, all you people like that, the mature thing would be to just be like, well, we were right and you weren't. But screw that. We got 2 words for you.
No, we don't. That's like 20 years old. Pick another of relevant 2 words.
I can't use that. I definitely can't use that one.
Yeah. This was just amazing.
Yeah.
I thought maybe 310 million.
Yeah.
I did not.
But
even
considering,
see. But then again, you got to come into the fact that it's in more theaters than anyone else ever in this country. It's at over. Let me see here if I can find the exact number because it has it here. It's somewhere over 4,000 screens. 4,134 screens was the original broken record by Star Wars The Force Awakens. Avengers topped that. It opened in 4,662 North American theaters. I'm assuming that includes Canada.
Yeah.
So,
I would think so.
And I mean, that's insane.
That's
it's
crazy.
earning $75,000 a day per screen.
When you think about the fact that we watch the early morning news before we trudge off to work, and Friday morning, people were talking about how they had gone to see this movie at 2 in the morning, and they were going to be going back at 3 in the afternoon to go see it again.
I thought it was interesting. The Boston market is a unique, weird film market, as in Boston proper. I mean, we're not talking the metro. Boston proper has only 3 theaters in it.
I know.
And they're all 3 megaplexes. There are multiplexes. There is the Megaplex Boston Common downtown from AMC. There's the Regal Fenway, and now there is the Carasota's Showplace Icon.
Yeah.
3 of them. All of the other theaters considered to be Boston are in the suburbs, the
they're
metro.
in Cambridge, they're in
Revere,
Dorchester, they're
Woburn,
in,
Burlington, Braintree. They're on the outskirts. And only Methuen, which is... 35 miles? So
Methuen's almost into New Hampshire.
It's up at the border.
Yeah.
There was nothing in Metro Boston, as far as AMC went, running the 24-hour movies. Methuen was the only AMC in this area that was running the 24-hour movies.
Now, granted, our local cinema, Revere, was running the...
we were the only one in the state running that.
Were we?
That's what I heard. Showcase Cinemas Revere, which is half a mile from our house.
Yep.
Was running the 22 movie marathon.
Yeah.
And that was crazy enough. They had people out there at the news too. And
yeah, we were there on Wednesday because we went to see
Riff Tracks.
Yeah. And we saw people there for that. We could tell there were people there for that. They had a place outside for showers.
There was a couple of portable crate trailers outside where showers were available.
And as far as we know, I haven't heard anything, and neither of you, about any problems or any
nothing.
Anybody acting the fool or anything like that.
I don't think I could have lasted something like that.
Oh, I
At
know.
this age, no.
Nope.
Maybe 20 years ago I could have done it, but not now.
I don't think I could have either.
And that was maybe even 30 years ago for me, because I got to remember,
Well,
I'm no longer. I'm at the point where I'm no longer looking 50 in the rearview mirror. I'm now looking at 60 ahead of me. So it's like, okay.
Well,
that's
considering
scary.
the fact that
I've crossed that midpoint.
Considering the fact that we did the Civil War thing, and we thought, oh, this will be great and stuff like that. By the time we got home that night, we both had a great time, but it was like,
we had a great time, but I was
exhausted.
disappointed by the Civil War, and we were absolutely exhausted.
Yeah.
Anyway, Endgame has turned out to be, I don't think even, I think this is going to be a record that's going to stand for at least another 10 years.
Yeah.
Until the next time.
I don't know.
There is the distinct possibility, maybe in December, that another saga close might come close. I don't know whether... I honestly don't think The Rise of Skywalker will make this much unless they do the 24-hour thing again.
I don't know.
I think the 24-hour schedules in... I think they said it was happening... Well, AMC at least was doing it in 30 cities. Mm-hmm. Unless they have that 24-hour cycle, I don't think they'll reach that mark. They may get over the 300 million, but I don't think they'll get as high.
I don't know.
As Avengers. We'll see. The really cool thing about it is now everybody that's seen it is free to go back and see some of the outlandish stuff that's popped up on YouTube over the last month. If you didn't want to see spoilers, a lot of times you didn't go see it. But I've been watching the ones that were spoiler free. Mm-hmm. A lot of them from Watch Mojo,
fan
Looper, and a number of other things,
like
the fan
that,
theories
yeah.
and stuff. And it's so funny to see them all just like pop, 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 pop. Where's my bubble wrap? Mm-hmm. Pop, pop. I had a bubble wrap with loud bubble. It's been fun. So is this. We've never done an undertaking like this in the 16 years we've been doing this show. 23 shows over 25 days, and it was just insane. And we've had fun doing it. Mm-hmm. I still feel really badly that our schedules worked out so poorly that we still did not get to see Spider-Man Homecoming.
No, that sucks.
Which really sucked. Because we've got to see it before Far From Home, mm-hmm. which thankfully we have a couple months to get it in. But I think that there's going to be, I don't even want to, I was going to say, I don't even want to think about doing another miniseries again. And then a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, well, So,
we don't learn. We don't learn.
But I also want to say something. This miniseries, thank you to everybody who has been listening to it. Mm-hmm. We don't hear from any of you, and that's probably because we haven't given our email address. You can write us at subjectcinema@PNRNetworks.com.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want to get in touch with us individually, you can get in touch with me at platinumroselle@yahoo.com. And you can get in touch with...
I use the Subject Cinema anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that. But we have had numbers like we haven't seen since Mevio shut down.
Yeah, thank you for that.
And thank you for that. I mean, this has just been incredible. And we're going to do it again. It's going to start in just 4 days.
Yes, we are.
I got the idea because we've been, this coming month, Patreon is shifting its the way it operates. All the perks and stuff, those are going to be the same, but it's now going to be part of a membership group. Rather than just a patron, it's a membership. It's like a club.
Okay.
And so when you come in for $5 a month, we have 3 original podcasts. We have premiered Kaiju Corner with Kim already. Mm-hmm. The new name we finally came up with for our new review show is Subject Cinema's Film Flash. That will premiere this coming Saturday with reviews for a full review for Endgame, a look back at a classic called Zardoz if you haven't heard it, and maybe 1 or 2 mini reviews. It's going to be about 40 minutes every week. Mm-hmm. And then Freeze Frame, which is our discussion show, will premiere in the next week or so. We will get these on the air because we've been trying to do it. Yeah, and in order to hear those 3 shows, you need to be a member of our Patreon patrons, which is $5 a month you can go at $2 a month, but $5 a month gets you at least the podcast, and the higher you go up, you get more perks. Yes, dear.
Question.
You didn't have to raise your hand. It's not a classroom.
Well, yeah, but when you get going, I have to do something to get you to slow down so I can talk and sort of...
Teacher, I got something.
Sort of throwing it... Well, the other option in my head was throw something at you, and I figured that wouldn't go over very well. So anyway, question. If this is going to be a Patreon thing and people, will pay for it and be lit, members and all that stuff like that, it's going to be super cool and all that stuff like that, do I get to swear?
Yeah.
Yay!
Not that you... Well, we'll discuss that.
Uh-huh. That's TC talk for no, by the way.
I want our Patreon stuff to be family friendly.
Okay.
And you got Kaiju Corner family friendly. I don't mind damn hell, even the S word occasionally. Mm. But, anyway, that has nothing to do with it.
He doesn't want me to say mother.
Because we want to call attention to Kaiju Corner. Mm-hmm. On Wednesday, May 1st, we're going to do another miniseries, an even longer one.
Yep.
It's going to be all month long.
Yep.
The Big G's Tokyo Town Stomp Down will premiere Wednesday, May 1st, and go through Friday, May 31st. As we celebrate the release of Godzilla King of the Monsters with 31 days of Godzilla movies. Now, there have been more than 35 or 36.
There have been something like that, yeah.
We're going to be dropping some of them. Obviously,
yes.
We're not doing Fluffy the Giant Iguana. We're not doing Shin Godzilla because we neither one liked it.
Right.
But most of it, and we're going to be in chronological order, and it's going to be a quick show, 10 to 15 minutes a day, and we'll hit all of them we can. Mm-hmm. And I hope that you'll listen to those. We hope that if you're a Godzilla fan, you'll spread the word. It is going to have an impact. We have discovered that doing these keeps us from doing the other shows. So, what we've decided to do is this coming Sunday, May, whatever that is, we will do a Subject Cinema, full-size Subject Cinema, which will finish off our...
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. May 5th it is Cinco de Mayo. Can we finish our bad movies on Cinco de Mayo?
We're going to have to do something.
We still have two more superhero movies we haven't done from Masochistic March.
Yep,
and those will be on the Subject Cinema that will air May 5th. Memorial Day weekend... And I'm not sure the date, but it's the week before Godzilla comes out. Weekend before Godzilla comes out. We will be doing a double play weekend. Boston Springs a Festival. All 10 festivals in 2 shows over 2 days. Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday and Monday, or some combination. Memorial Day special. Mm-hmm. And then once we get this next miniseries done, who knows? But I have to say, you guys seem to really like these.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll like this. And you need to promote the hell out of it to your Godzilla fans.
I will.
And she's going to be in charge of this one, mostly. Mm-hmm. She's the Godzilla nut. And we hope that it will lead you to listen to her more in-depth show, Kaiju Corner.
Because we were lucky enough to see the last trailer for Godzilla King of the Monsters at when we went to see Avengers Endgame.
Yes, and she was complaining about the fact they were using Over the Rainbow.
I wasn't complaining.
You were like, Over the Rainbow? Really?
Well, I was sitting there going, this sounds really familiar, and I don't... Wait a minute, what?
It could have been worse. It could have been Satchmo's version of "It's a Wonderful World" that they used in the Earth
What a
Day,
Wonderful World, yeah.
in the Earth Day trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu. So it's like, okay, Anyway, the Big G's Tokyo Town Stomp Down coming up on May 1st. 31 days of Godzilla. Please join us for that. And we thank you for being here, for listening to all of our shows, for checking out our site. I have been posting multiple times a day with the Endgame countdown, the Eurovision ESC countdown, and everything else. So please check out all our sites, and we'll show you. It's worth $5 a month. You get all this great stuff. We work hard. And if we can get enough patrons, we can actually do it full time eventually.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice. And we have, and I also want to say something else, just because clarifying. We announced earlier this year we were going to have something, an original production for spring, because of what we've been doing, and because of just the time frame, and because I have been so sick off and on for the last 8 weeks. We have not had time. I have not had time to do the script, so we're going to prepare that one that we had planned to do in May for our Halloween offering this year, and it will be fun. It will be original.
Yes.
There will be like emergency bulletins and radio stuff. In any case, it's coming this fall.
And there's some other things that we just real quick. My solo shows that I've done. Platinum Rose's Garden. I just put up last night or this morning. We put up the season finale, Mariah, for season 14.
Oh, you can really hear. She went through 3 days of hell. Mariah, Endgame, and Love Antosha.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
My nerves are a little bit frayed right now.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys will come check that out at PlatinumRosesGarden.com. And I'm going to be trying something later on this summer. Hopefully a project that I'm working on.
Don't give away too much. Though.
I don't want to give away too much, but
it's an original.
If you're not tired of my voice, you might actually get to hear it a little bit more later on.
Yeah, and it connected to Supernatural.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, don't forget Ring Around the Rosie.
Yes, Ring Around the Rosie is my wrestling
which
podcast.
You need to do because you haven't done one for a couple weeks.
No, so. I know. The last one I did was reviewing the most recent WrestleMania. If you haven't heard that, please go check out ringaroundtherosie.net, and I hope that you guys will check that out. It's not safe for work. Although the last couple of shows have been slightly more safe for work because it was Lent and I couldn't swear.
Yes, I actually was able to mark one of her shows not explicit.
Yes.
Which was really an amazing thing around here.
I'd like to bring up it's not Lent anymore.
Yeah, don't forget we have our 2-minute
Release
shows,
the
Tuesday
Kraken!
Digidex and 3-minute weekend on Tuesdays and Fridays. And finally, at long last, May 6th, Catastrophe Vortex will launch its all-new season with disaster movies galore, starting with The Towering Inferno. Coming up this season, we'll be looking at a classic, the very first disaster movie, called Deluge. We have the sequel to The Wave called The Quake, and we'll have a lot more. It's all starting on May 6th. New logo, new theme, new everything. Catastrophe Vortex with yours truly, TC. Write to us at as we said, and Twitter us. I'm at eCinema1 and eCinema Boston TC. She is at Platinum Rose L.
Platinum Rose L at Twitter.com. You can check me out there.
And spread the word. We love it when people spread the word. And please let us know what you're doing and what you're liking.
Yeah.
And to those of you who take the time to retweet our tweets, Kim and me, thank you.
Thank you
quite
so
a few
much.
of them. We have ongoing coverage of the Boston Springs of Festival stuff going on right now on eCinema Boston. And
you've been working really hard with the whole Eurovision thing.
Yeah, I
considering
took a couple
we're
of
not
days,
in Europe.
I took a couple of days off. Well, I'm still pissed because Logo has dropped Eurovision this year, and they're having a hard time connecting a new outlet in time for the show. So I may be stuck watching it through VPN. But I wanted to live blog the 3 shows, or at least the semifinals. So I watched them on VPN last year, and it was a lot of fun, and it is I mean, we should have it here. Will Ferrell has a Eurovision movie coming to Netflix later this summer, and people were hoping Netflix would pick it up, but so far there's been no interest. I was pushing for Access
you're
to do it.
That you think that Netflix should pick up Eurovision.
Yeah. But I think it would be a hard way to do it, because it just basically live streaming would be really nuts.
You know what? And I'm not being a wise guy right now. You know what would be really interesting? I just don't know how they would do it. Is if Fathom Events could find a way to do it live.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd pay to see it each day.
I don't know how they do it because.
Well, they could do it, but then again, then they'd have to probably pay this enormous sum to Eurovision, and there'd also could be some copyright and technical issues.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years where they were carrying it logo, they had to substitute special stuff for the American audience because Justin Timberlake was not allowed to be seen on the Eurovision program by his label. His label forbid it to be shown in America, which made no sense to me at all.
No.
Still does not make any sense.
Well,
so we'll
record
see.
Executives are ass clowns.
But this year they've got Madonna performing, which is why I can't believe Logo dropped it at the last minute. And they've also got Netta performing and a number of previous winners and participants, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I love it. I think it's a schlocky, fun tradition, and I've got sucked right into it the first 5 minutes I watched it in 2016.
He really did.
So that's ongoing anyway.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. We're rambling on and on. Thank you for checking out the countdown.
We
hope if you have not seen Endgame yet that you need to get to the theater.
Go. Now.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and we're already talking about we should try to do it where we can see both Captain Marvel and it again.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We want to see Captain Marvel again.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I like Captain Marvel just a scotch better.
Well, yeah,
I really
Captain
love
Marvel
both of them,
had Goose, so.
Well, yeah, but there's a couple of things in the Endgame I'm not real happy with, so it's like, okay. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. We thank you for listening. And thank you for passing on the word. And we hope you'll check out the Big G's Tokyo Town Stomp Down starting Wednesday, May 1st on Subject Cinema. Until then, I'm TC Kirkham.
I'm Kim Brown.
For Subject Cinema's Avengers Endgame MCU Countdown. It's all here. It's all good. Let's move on.
Avengers
Assemble! They already did, didn't they?
Yeah, it was awesome.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.
PNR.